Hi, everybody. It's Julie for EllenHutson.com, and it's time for Hello Monday. This is our weekly creative video series, and I am so excited about the current camera trend. I just love cameras, and I have embellishments and stamps and dies, and I just had to play with them and make a set of cards that were based on the camera theme. And I took a black cardstock to make a base card here, and I'm going to spritz it with some of that awesome linen spray by Delusions. It is rockin' awesome on black cardstock. You are going to want some. I'm just saying. And then I had a scrap circle punch out, and I stamped Smile from a Maya Road camera set that I had. And then I decided to create a faux Polaroid frame using my Lifestyle Crafts nesting square dies. And then I'm just going to go ahead and mount that to my card front. And I wanted to have the spray showing through because I just love the effect. So I wanted to have, keep that going and not hide it all. And then I'm going to mount that smile circle in the middle and have it showing through and add a little bit of washi tape just for some color and pattern and interest. And then I grabbed my Snippets 6x6 paper pad because I love the rainbow colors that are in this particular pad of paper. It's just so bright and happy. And I tore the end of the strip so that I could kind of mimic the washi tape. And then I wanted to use these really awesome camera clips by Prima Marketing. But I had already mounted everything in place, so there was no way to slip it on until I realized if I cut a slit right through the entire card front, I could just slip it right through. And it's just going to go through the entire layer. So the inside, the clip is showing on the inside of the card, but still, I just think it's such a cute effect. And I love the fact that if you just cut a little slit, you could put it anywhere on your card front and slip it right through like that. So isn't that fun? I just love that. So it would make me smile if I got this card. On the next one, I die cut some little cameras using the die set by My Favorite Things. And I just cut these from Craftaboard first because I wanted to have kind of a chipboard thickness to these. And then I also die cut them again from black cardstock. And I'm just going to mount those over the top using Mono Multi. And I went ahead and let the details get punched out so that I could have the contrast behind them as they were layered together. And then I'm going to take more paper from that same collection by Studio Calico called Snippets, and I'm going to go ahead and trim off the excess there. It's just going to give me a punch of color for my cameras. And then of course I like to 3D mount lots of things, so I'm just getting those primed and ready for that. Me and my 3D dots. And then I needed to get a greeting on there, so I borrowed one from the Oh Snap set by Studio Calico and Hero Arts because I love that little hello friend. I love hello cards and friendship cards. And then I'm going to go ahead and mount my cameras, and I kind of had to play around with which one I wanted in the middle, so I decided to put the biggest one in the middle just to keep my balance there on the card. And then these enamel dots, I am enamored with my enamel dots. So I had to grab 2 packs to get the colors I really wanted and just go ahead and pop those onto my cameras just for some added color and detail. And then I wanted to add some black and white twine and just for, added interest. And sometimes I just wrap it around the card front, and other times I like to create these notches with my little 1/2-inch circle punch. So I went ahead and did that, so then I could wrap my twine around a couple times. And then we'll go ahead and use the tweezer bees to clamp down the center of that knot because I can't keep it tight if I don't have it clamped down there because I don't have anybody else with their little finger to come help me. And we'll trim off the ends, and that card is done lickety split. Isn't that cute? I just love that. I was like, yay, I love my little cameras. Now on this design, I took that really long sentiment in there from the same stamp set, Oh Snap, and I cut it apart. So I did a little bit of stamp surgery. Don't be scared. But then I could line them up and go vertical with them and have them all lined up perfectly using my grid mat onto my acrylic block. And then I got some really pretty ombre paper from the Lucky Charm collection. This is from Dear Lizzie for American Crafts. And then I wanted to cut that down because I wanted to make kind of a banner out of it. So I'm going to use my centering ruler, and it has a 0 centering effect on the Tim Holtz ruler. So then I can use that to line things up, make sure I'm trimming off things very equal on each side. And then I wanted to get that banner effect, the fishtail effect, but I wanted it very shallow. So this is a trick I learned from my friend Sherry Carroll, who is brilliant, by the way. She just marks a dot in the middle, and then she uses that dot to trim from the outer corners up to that. Now, normally I use my square punch, but this time I wanted a really shallow fishtail on there. And then I went ahead and die cut a circle from the center of that. And we're going to go ahead and 3D mount this to my card front. And I'm using that Nina Desert Storm cardstock, which is an awesome craft color. And we're going to go ahead and mount that. And I put plenty of 3D dots. I trimmed them down because I only needed little ones, and put them, around all the edges where I wanted to make sure I had good support. And then I'm going to take these darling camera wood veneers from Studio Calico, and I'm just going to use some glossy accents to glue that. It will dry clears, and it sets up really fast, so I love that. So then I'm going to take another piece of pattern paper from that same Lucky Charm 6x6 pad. I went a little bit crazy and indulged myself with some 6x6 inch paper pads because I hadn't gotten any in a while. And I love pattern paper. That's one thing I struggle with a little bit, is using pattern paper. So I had to really kind of futz around and figure out what I wanted to do with these. And then I'm going to 3D mount my little banner on there. Oops, just wanted to make sure that I had my pop dots on there in a good spot. And then I'm just going to use a little bit more glossy accents, and I have a couple sequins there sitting in my dish, and I'm just going to grab those with my quick stick because my fingernails could not get underneath those things. And isn't that cute? I love that little camera. I could have colored it, but I loved it just like that. And I just love the camera trend, and hope this inspires you to play around with cameras too. Thanks for watching.